Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Council of Trolls. It is December. We've gone a whole year, and now it is finally time to discuss who won 2018. Alright, we're back. So, to my left, we have Psycho Vinny. Woo! And to the right, we got OG Vestuto.
Yours truly.
And your host, Willy Shakes.
Willy Shakes.
Now, because we were debating a few videos back that I was not involved with, that was the, what was it? Do reviews matter? That's what that topic was. And you feel like you won that one, correct?
Absolutely, the reviews show it.
Okay, well, you know, since it's been a whole year and we've played every game we think we could at that point in time, we kind of know who has won 2018.
Yeah. PlayStation.
Would you?
PlayStation.
Oh, okay.
Right? PlayStation?
Yeah, sure. If that's what you think, that's fine. That's fine.
When the question comes to me, I'll tell you about yourself. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So, but because you feel like you won, you go first or you go first? I'm gonna say you go first.
You deserve it, man. You won
You
last
deserve it.
video, right?
I did win.
Let's see you defend your throne then.
Okay.
Go ahead, man. Defend your throne, bud.
Vinny, take the stage.
Thank you very much. Pretty clean and clear message here, ladies and gentlemen. PlayStation absolutely won 2018. Ever since Uncharted 4 came out, PlayStation began dominating year after year after year. Now, PlayStation has been doing amazing this generation. And there were things that PlayStation did this year that they didn't have to in order to be winning. But they chose to do it because it would set them up better for next generation. What do I mean by that? They improved services that they've had. PlayStation Now, that was out before the whole Xbox Games Pass, right? And it was limited to streaming only. But now you can finally download games. And that wasn't on there before, and that was such a huge complaint people had, is they always had to connect online and stream these games. But their internet might not have been strong enough to play it. But now they finally took a step forward and allowed you to download games. Something else that they did. Crossplay. Everyone's been
Cute.
moaning over crossplay, you want to play with the people. Okay, Sony, you know what this is? Okay, we'll start with Fortnite. Let's see how that goes.
Go friends.
Hey now, PSN name changes. People have been wanting to be able to change their PSN names, and they finally released a beta for that as well.
Beta?
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
With how they have it structured.
I need a beta to change my name. I did not know that.
Look. They didn't need it to be first place. But you know what? They're doing it. So, seeing Sony make these adjustments to their playbook so that they're more on par with services that Xbox is doing is a great idea if you ask me. They clearly did not need it this generation, but next generation it's going to play a more noteworthy part than it did this generation. So they're taking the steps that they need to in order to have that platform set up. Secondly, they also came out with their own controller that is close to quality into the Xbox
Close.
controller.
Keyword, close to quality.
It went up. But here's the thing. I won't lie, and
So it's down
I haven't played with this SCUF controller. But from what I'm hearing, it's the best one out there right now for a PlayStation console. And given, I have an Elite, I know what that feels like, and I really like my Elite. So I would even be willing to say the Elite probably is a better controller. Is it by far? Not really. And when you look at that, it's not life or death that you need a controller like that. It's just an added benefit. And Sony has finally come out with one that is worthy of people's time and money. But what Sony really did to knock it out of the park was the games, the meat of the sandwich, baby. God of War, Detroit Become Human, Spider-Man, Ni no Kuni 2, Yakuza 6, MOB 18, you name it, we had it and we dominated. Did I forget to mention that God of War was the freaking game of the year? Despite all the hate you threw in its way, Vestuto, despite every little slander and slur you decided to throw my way at God of War, they still won and they beat Red Dead Redemption, which just came out, and you can't stand it.
God of War.
And you know what else I have to say for the
month out game.
You wait your turn. You wait your turn. You wait your turn. And PlayStation also showed that the PSVR is a vital part of the ecosystem. They came out with Moss, Astrobot, Beat Saber, Tetris Effect, and Borderlands VR. This was a whole wave of games in VR that we didn't have before, and it actually is making the platform feel worthwhile and like a very good investment.
Yes,
on top of that,
1 for 8.
1 for 8.
It's not only what Sony did right, but what Xbox did poorly that made Sony win. The games they released, State of Decay and Sea of Thieves, were below average games. No one wants them. They're trash, garbo, funk, get them out of my face. The best thing you had was Forza Horizon. And you know what? They come out with one every single year. I expect it to do good at this point. And people want to brag about the E3 that freaking Xbox had this year.
That you won't get next year.
What is there to brag about it? They did the same 3 things. Halo, Gears, Forza. Sure, they show that they're prepping for next generation, but of course they're prepping. They haven't been doing anything this generation, so they have to prep for next generation. Sony stuck to their guns. They had their big 4 there.
It's like
they were
record.
hold on. Wait your turn to speak.
It's a broken record.
Wait your turn to speak.
Fair enough.
That's right.
Wait your turn.
So they had their huge 4 games, and that's all they needed to show. And they showed why the PS4 is worthwhile this generation. Xbox didn't. They did not. And just because they had a lot of multi-plat games on there, I don't see why that is a big deal. Xbox failed this year, and they will fail each and every year that this generation remains. Better luck next gen, bozo.
That was great, man. Thank you. So just want to make it clear, your answer is Sony. 100%?
I think that's loud and clear.
Okay, fair enough.
Putting all your money down on that?
Go for it, man. Come on.
He
Give it to me. What do you got?
He has given you every bit of knowledge he has, and his answer was Sony.
Okay, I just want to remember. Okay. Thank you.
You're
First
welcome.
of all, thank you, Willie, for letting a true champion go first.
Respect.
Or what we thought was a true champion, okay? Everybody keeps asking me. It's like I keep hearing it. Who won 2018? It's like a...
That's what we're doing right now. Who won
Yeah,
2018?
exactly. Who won? I've been thinking, man, and the same group pops into my head every single time. And this group did it right. You know, they did something new and made you want to go to it. But they also kept that old-fashioned saying, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Leave it as is. Right, right. So when people keep asking me about this group of who won 2018, it was Microsoft and Nintendo
And
and PC and Sony. You heard it right. Let me just tell you. Let me tell you why. I know that you're too, right? Let me explain real quick. Did PC and Steam not just work well together? Like it was perfect that made you want to just play some PC? Nintendo with that Mario Party and that Super Smash didn't make you want to come right at it? Xbox with that beautiful Forza with the scenery and that State of Decay 2 with that beautiful survival techniques that made you want to get a box. And with PlayStation with Detroit Becoming Human, that made me want... That was the only game that PlayStation I could think of. Made me want to get... So, are you going to tell me we the people did not win 2018? We won Console Wars. Did we not? Did you guys not win this year?
that doesn't even answer the
Stop
question.
it! You have your turn to speak. Stop it! It's my turn to answer the question.
I could have a monologue on how to cook hamburgers, and we were doing the same exact thing.
Stop! It's my turn to speak. It's my turn to speak. You can.
The question was who won,
exactly.
Xbox or PlayStation?
No, it was not. You're going to.
So what you're saying is the gaming community won.
I'm saying that yes. Was there a scale time in gaming this year? Was there not so much differentness and same stuff coming out that you were surviving
What is this?
the whole
What
year.
is this hippie
Were
jargon
you only
here?
on Sony
Oh
this year?
my God.
Were you only on Sony this year?
He has
Did you not
abandoned.
touch your box
He's
at all?
abandoned his ship.
I didn't abandon my ship. My ship's with everybody else
abandoned.
sailing. I'm a part of the
What-
people.
what-
Are we
what-
not
what-
people? Who won 2018? Xbox or PlayStation? I'm going to add in everybody because there was definitely more than just 2 systems out this generation in my eyes. And we
How many
won.
systems were out this generation?
4. Or 5.
There were 5 systems.
Well, I'm not going to count
Technically.
over my fault PC, but
You have Soldier Boy's console.
he's getting sick. Oh, no, we don't want to help him at all.
Let's say that was out there.
What I'm saying is, we the people won. There's no way around it. Were you only on your box? Or your PlayStation? Were you only on PlayStation
Yeah.
all 365 days of the year?
I only wasn't because I bought Red Dead on my Xbox, but that wasn't.
What are you gonna buy MK11 on?
Crazy, you bought Sea of Thieves too, I thought.
I played it for a week.
You had fun
I
in that
played it
week.
for a week,
You
and
had
then I
fun
was
that
like,
week.
"Damn, this is the same thing over and over again."
Did you pay full retail on that?
Retail.
So
Don't be
yeah,
embarrassed.
but anyway, I think you guys agree with me. I think you should agree with me that there was no winner besides us. We the people have won this gen. And we're going to win next gen too with its solid lineups from everybody. It's amazing to be a gamer right now. I'm proud to be a gamer. We the people won.
Well, there you go, folks. We have one person who says just Sony won and is all about Sony, nothing else.
Good answer. I'll give you that. That was credibility.
That was. Then you have the other side of that. You have this person thinking everybody won, which, fair enough, that is true.
Yes.
I respect that
Thank
answer
you.
as well.
Thank you.
Now, I only played one system, but, you know, if I had Nintendo or PC, I'd probably do that
Let
too.
me point something out here.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Guys, do we see how this Xbox fan has slithered his way to just having open arms? This is his way of avoiding admitting that Xbox lost. He can't even tell me how Xbox was a huge contribution this
How did I say
year
Xbox
to
lost?
making sure that everybody won this year. Everybody didn't win this year.
Oh, okay.
Then why was the Xbox community upset about Sea of Thieves
People get
and
the
upset
PlayStation
about State of
community
Decay?
wasn't upset at all about anything about their shit getting jacked into and all that. We ain't gonna mention any of those disappointments on Yelp and shit.
But what does it have to do with the games that they release?
It doesn't matter. Are you saying only Sony people won this year? Like there
So-
wasn't great games everywhere
So
else.
gamers won this year because Crackdown 3 was delayed and Days Gone
Yeah,
was
because I
delayed.
get it next
And-
year better than what it would have been this year.
And
I get a great.
You do say you are a fan of setbacks, basically, or
Yeah.
pushbacks.
Yeah, because don't you want a better complete game than a buggy game that dies before it even blossoms?
I think,
Are you saying we
I think
didn't
your
win?
answer to the question is not in line with the question at hand.
I think it is.
And
you asked me which.
You can't say that all sides win because all sides don't win.
See,
If all sides won, then all sides would be equal,
it's
and all sides are not
2018.
equal.
You need to stop choosing sides and be the side together. Like you're trying to
2018.
separate all the time. I'm trying to bring everybody to
Jeez,
life.
you're
You
right.
just mentioned crossplay. Well, who are you playing with? Other people? Are they not happy?
That
So I'm happy because I have people that have both.
But that doesn't mean
systems.
that everybody won this year. To say that everybody won this year would be to say that Sony did the same amount of goodness as this person and as that person. That means everybody won. You cannot make that claim. Prove to me right now that they all did the same quality performance this year, and then yes, I will say everybody won.
Are there-
But until you can
Okay,
demonstrate
okay.
that,
Wait, can I
then
ask
your
you something?
answer is complete garbage.
Are there only Xbox people that only play Xbox no matter what?
Yes,
Are there people that only play PC no matter what?
yes,
Are there people that do Sony
yes,
and Nintendo?
yes.
So again, if they could survive this generation without having to go to anything else, they won, did they not? Their console
kept
kept them happy.
That doesn't mean it kept them happy.
My Xbox
just because I
kept-
spent $1,500 on a
You just
computer,
asked about it,
and
you're
I was like,
happy or
damn, that
not.
was a mistake
I'm
this
trying to
year.
answer your
But I don't
question.
have enough money to buy another console now, so I'm stuck with this. Does not mean that I'm happy with it. So answer my question. You have to show how they all performed the same amount of quality this year to demonstrate
I
that
think if you
everybody
make
won.
people happy, that's the goal in the end game. To
Okay,
be a video game
then
designers,
what
make
is your
their customers
indication that
happy.
everybody was the same
We're
amount
gonna
of
end
happy?
it. We're gonna
What was your indication?
We're gonna end it right there.
It was same amount of happiness. You can't demonstrate.
We're gonna add a rage
Did your
meter.
PlayStation outbreak you happiness as my boxage for me?
We're good.
You can't.
We the people won. Thank you.